Hey everybody, it's Perfect Alibi again. On today's YouTube, we actually have just a small discussion we had on stream just a couple nights ago about the coronavirus and some other conspiracy theories. But hope you guys enjoy.
Hayden, you there?
Oh, Hayden? No, he's not here.
Oh,
Hasn't said anything for a minute.
Alright, how's it going with you guys?
Doing alright. Just
Wait,
playing some
I'm here.
TemTem. Oh, there's Hayden.
Hayden, what do you think about this coronavirus? Because you're like the ultimate conspiracy theorist.
What about it?
I just want to hear your opinion on it. Like, what do you think about it?
I'm not worried about. Well, everything that I've heard, I'm not worried about the virus. I think there's possibility of a revolution that's going to go on in China because it for sure was leaked from that. What do they call it? A P4 lab. The virus has a patent from the 70s.
What the fuck, really?
Yeah. There's some crazier theories, but that's like the real stuff. It's like that's not debatable.
Well, dude, okay, here's my theory, or here's a theory that I've heard. This isn't my theory, but according to this article, the coronavirus was blown up by the media to drop the stock market like by billions of dollars, so that Trump couldn't use that as his powerful point for his term, and so he won't get reelected.
I
actually heard the coronavirus was man-made for that very purpose.
It has nothing to do with politics. It really got leaked. It legitimately got, like, it was most likely an accident. That P4 lab has had it for a long time. This happened with smallpox. Like, everybody thought we defeated smallpox, but it had just been contained, and there was a leak of smallpox, but they caught it fast enough. Like, China's really actually having a problem with it, but it's because their sanitation and health standards are horrible compared to yeah, like China's not. Talk to people who visited China, it's not a place you want to.
No, yeah, like they spit in hospitals and shit. Like my brother-in-law lives out there. Like, it's gross. Yeah.
So they're really having a problem because they've already had protests. So, like economists, legit economists, you know, that you'd see in the news and stuff, what they've said is this is going to create a supply shortage, partly because of public fear.
Which it's already started.
Yeah, dude, like, I went to Costco today, and you can't buy toilet paper because there's supposed to be like a 60-day quarantine or some shit.
No, there's not going to be a quarantine.
You can't.
That's what I heard, dude.
But no, there will be.
You can't buy bottled water.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, went to 3 Costco's today. Can't buy bottled water.
But the CDC is saying that it will be widespread. That there's nothing that we can do to stop it from infecting, but it's like the flu. It's like the flu. But the issue is there's no vaccine for it. So if you get it and you have a week, you know, like they're saying it's affecting people with respiratory issues and diabetes.
Yeah, chronic illnesses,
Well, so it's 2% of the population, but of that 2%, it's affecting specific categories at higher percentages.
Well, the all-cause mortality rate from coronavirus is like 2.3%, but that's of the people that have documented it or that have gone into the hospital. So they think it's even lower. It's like 1%, and that's in all these other. It's in all these other countries. So it's even lower inside the United States because we have a decent healthcare system.
Well, so everyone
not even accounting for the cosmetology rate as well.
My honest
I also
opinion
heard
is,
it doesn't affect white men.
My honest opinion is I think people are way too focused on. I think way too many people are focused on the virus being like thinking, oh, it's not going to be a problem, but the real problem is the supply chain issue, which there's massive protests going on in China right now, and mistrust of the government, and so there's supply chain issues, and the next thing you have is the public fear. So yeah, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but yeah, it may not be a problem, the coronavirus itself, or a big issue, but if everybody freaks out, stores only carry, for their regular customer base, they carry on average 3 days worth of food. So if everybody freaks the fuck out and goes and picks up a bunch of shit, yeah, there could be a shortage.
All I'm saying is somebody's making a shitload of money off of this media
But
shit.
The economists and stuff are saying this will most likely cause a recession. It won't be bad like 2008, but they're saying we're going to see long-reaching market effects. But then the economy will be more robust, and the reason why is because this has already been happening over the last year, but this is like kind of snowballed it, I guess you could say. But a ton of industry and tech has invested their infrastructure into China, and now they're slowly watching it come apart. And so people are starting to borrow from the United States, whereas back in 2008, it was the opposite. Everybody was borrowing from China.
Yep, everybody was.
And so you're going to see a dip in the market, which will just be, the effects of this, but then it's going to be more robust. So in my opinion, this has been a blessing in disguise, because it's fucked over the government in China, and hopefully there is a revolution.
So
fuck China, dude. They want to take over the world.
Hold on, guys. So I just want to say thank you for the podcast on the coronavirus. This will be on YouTube later.
For sure. For sure, dude. Like, legit. Great YouTube content right here.
But that's my honest, and I don't think any of that's conspiracy. If you want to get into the weird stuff.
I mean, listen.
Supposedly that lab is funded by Bill and Melinda Gates.
Well, and hey, Bill Gates has like a prediction like 10 years ago that there would be some major catastrophic virus or bacteria that wipes out like half the population on Earth.
Just go and watch.
Created it.
Dude, nobody goes
exactly.
Nobody goes and takes my advice about this, but go watch his TED Talk. TED is like, well known. People watch it all the time. And he sits there and talks about how they can use vaccines for population control. Now, if you don't think that's fucked up, I mean, I don't know what else is, because they've actually been kicked out of the country. They're banned because they were testing vaccines that made the female population fertile. That's why people freak the fuck out about vaccines, even though they're generally helpful. But there's been sketchy shit done with them. That's why there's like extreme weirdos out there about it, because people have done fucked up shit. So, there you go.
I don't know. Keep going, man. Fuel this YouTube content. Let's go. We got the podcast going. Like, what other shit you got going?
Thing I don't really know about. I haven't checked that out, but there for sure was a patent on it in the 70s. So.
No, I mean, you guys are all pros. This is interesting. Like, I've only heard a little bit of some of this stuff. Like, I know there's pictures where, my employer, there is a in southern Utah that is basically empty. There's no medicine. There's no water.
Yeah.
There's nothing. We have had, like, trying to rush goods there, and different stores sending their goods there.
Well, so think about this for a second. This is why when people are saying it's not a big deal, like, yeah, the virus isn't a big deal, but people freaking out is. So think about this. Hospitals are having a hard time getting their nurses the masks that you wear, in like newborn places and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they're rationing them. So just imagine if people start getting sick and it starts spreading in hospitals, and then you have to shut down a hospital because not only is there coronavirus, but the hospitals aren't sanitary. And sanitizer's fucking gone. You couldn't find that, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just saying, it's not really the virus. Everyone's focused on that, but that's not what the issue is.
So to sum it up, Bill Gates is trying to cut the population in half with his own Infinity Gauntlet.
Basically.
Dude, you want to hear something most people don't know about Jeffrey Epstein that's like legit? Like, it's in his like writings and stuff.
Yeah.
He so supposedly the reason why he was procuring women was because he wanted to be like is it Abraham, like a evil Abraham, and seed the world with his children. So he was procuring 200 women so he could have kids with all of them, so his children were all over the world. There you go.
Interesting.
There you go.
All right, I'm out.
All right. Later. Good talk. That was great.
That was fun. You guys are still here. Thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know what you guys think about the coronavirus and everything down below in the comments. If you enjoy what we posted here, give us a like, subscribe. Every little bit helps. But thanks for watching.